Stranded on Honeymoon Island, episode 5, and I know I am so behind, but I was on holiday and now I'm catching up. I don't know if you know, but it's reality TV season. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about some things that people may find triggering, so I just thought I'd warn you in advance. In this episode, they're getting ready to go back to Couples Cove, and Amy's hair is completely fucked. Now, I think about this a lot when I watch shows like this. When I started watching this, the first thing I thought was, how are they going to brush their hair? I also watch a show called Temptation Island, and one of the girls had an afro and she was offered a hairbrush and like some hair care products for £200, and she took it, and I was like, £200 is a fucking bargain to brush her hair? Damn right. So she was paranoid about her hair, and Mike was actually being so cute, and she was putting coconut oil in her hair, and he made her a hat. And I thought, do you know what? He's actually trying. At the start, she was saying that he was a misogynist, and I said, do you know what, I actually don't think he's a misogynist. I think he's just like trying to be one of the lads, and he's a bit clueless. So in this episode, it was proven that he was actually trying to be nice. It was movie night, and the couple received a crate where they got to see clips of them at the speed dating. So that seemed all fine and well. You're thinking there's not really going to be much drama involved in this. I was wrong. In Brie and Byron's movie, they seen that all the women were into him, number 11, number 11, number 11, and she did seem slightly jealous at first, but she let it go. I mean, who cares if all the women fancied him? I mean, I don't know why they fancied him. He does seem like a nice guy, but it wasn't really a big deal, and he was like, I'm not jealous, she's not jealous, we're moving on. In Amy and Mike's movie, we seen Amy meeting Mike and the guy with the man bun and the salmon jacket. Now, she did say nice things about Mike, and she says they had a lot in common, and that she thought he was funny. But then, when she chose, she says, oh, I want the salmon jacket guy. And he was slightly upset about it. But again, it wasn't really a big deal. Amy then said to the camera that she didn't wish that she had salmon jacket guy. She was happy that she had Mike. Not sure she's telling the truth about that. But do you know what? They are getting on a lot better now. So, there's hope. Then we had Sam and Jessie's movie. And this is where it might get a bit triggering for some people, because I'm going to be speaking about DV. In their movie, they seen Jess talking to Emmanuel, and she was saying he's my exact type. Like, she was really fancying the fuck out of him, basically. And Sam was like, oh, I'm not a jealous guy, I'm not a jealous guy. And he was playing the video, and he's like, oh, let's watch it again, let's watch it again. And it was so aggressive, right? And a couple of months ago, I was talking to one of my managers in work, and they were saying that their friend is Australian and that there's a really high percentage of DV in Australia. Right, so obviously I didn't know this, but specifically at the time we were talking about Maths Australia, and we were talking about Harrison and how a lot of the men on Maths Australia seem to be quite aggressive and manipulative, and she says, I think that's quite common in Australia. So I looked it up, and it turns out that there's a lot of deaths and stuff that's caused in Australia due to DV, right? So I was like, that's worrying. Now, obviously this happens all over the world, and it doesn't only happen to women, but I was just interested, and I was looking up the facts about it. So I remembered in the last episode where she was talking about him hitting her in the face when they were sleeping, and he reacted really strangely to it, and at the time I thought, why is he totally overreacting to that? It's as if he's maybe been accused of something in the past that he's not done, or there's something like dodgy going on. So when I seen his behaviour and his aggression over this clip, I instantly thought there's really something not right here. And obviously there's cameramen there, or camera women filming them, and I genuinely think that the production team should have talked about this and said, look, we have to leave them alone together at night, there's going to be nobody here, and his behaviour is erratic and it's extremely worrying, and I think they should have pulled him through the island. Now, what I would also like to point out is, how the fuck is she going to get any clients now? She's a dating and relationship coach, she's been single for 5 years, and witnessing how she acts with a man like this is absolutely fucking mind-boggling to me. She's allowing him to talk to her and treat her like absolute shit, and she's doing nothing. How is she supposed to advise anybody about anything? If I needed a relationship coach and I walked in and seen her, I'd be like, do you know what? Never mind. So when they went to Couples Cove, he was like, oh, I can't wait. Like, thinking as if he was going to be wide with Emmanuel, as if Emmanuel was going to be scared of him. He's a wee fucking dweeb. So when all the men were sitting round and they were talking about the intimacy crate that they had, and then they all went to the table and he was just being a fucking dick. And he's like, oh, I would really like to continue this. Did any of you get movie night? Oh, what happened in your movie night? Oh, she was talking about Emmanuel and how he was her type and all that and making this massive deal out of it. And the people just sat there and said nothing. I can't relate. I literally cannot relate. I'm the sort of person who would say, for somebody who's not jealous and who doesn't care and who couldn't care less, you seem to be acting a wee bit erratic. Are you alright? Maybe it's the sun getting to you. Wee bit of sunstroke. Have a drink and calm the fuck down. So Emmanuel went to talk to her to see if she was okay, and to be honest, it wasn't a great idea because he was already fucking jealous out his tits. Right? But he was like, oh, I think she's baiting me. I think she wants me to react. He was already reacting. He was baiting himself. How the production team allowed this to continue, I'll never know. And at least Emmanuel turned around and says, oh, well, you don't let her speak. And then he was like, oh, what do you mean I don't let her speak? Is that how you feel? Like, it was just so fucking worrying to watch. And at least Amy turned around and actually said something. But I just could not sit at a table and witness that and sit and say nothing. And there's so many people who'll go, oh, it's not my business. It is your fucking business. If you're sitting at a dinner table with somebody and they're speaking to somebody like that, it's your business that's happening in front of you. If your friend comes to you and tells you something that's happening, it's your business because they're telling you about it. I can't believe that he was allowed to stay in that island with her. It was fucking shocking. Do you know what? I don't even know how she's not suing the show, because I feel as if they've literally put her life in danger. He had the audacity to say, Jess isn't somebody I want, she's somebody I need. And then she just walked away and said, oh, I'm just processing. Processing what? I'd have said, see, if you don't want me then, get yourself to fuck. You're acting like a fucking spoiled child in front of all these people. He turned around before the last couple's cove and said, oh, I've had partners before that have acted certain ways in front of groups of people and embarrassed me or whatever. He's fucking embarrassing himself. And every cunt is sitting round that table and witnessing it and saying fuck all. And I'm so confused because I absolutely love Australian reality TV, right? Like, I just think Australians are fucking great. I love the fact that they don't have filters. I love the fact that they seem to speak up about things. So I'm so confused sitting watching this, and they're all kind of sitting there just like not saying anything. I don't know what's happening here. I would expect Australians to be like fucking right on top of this shit. I realise I might be being stereotypical there, sorry about that. Like, a lot of people think that Scottish people are aggressive or Irish people or whatever, and I don't think that Australians come across as aggressive, but I think they come across as like no filter, like just say what's on their mind, and that doesn't seem to be the case at this dinner table. I'm absolutely desperate to go to Australia. I think it'd be like the best thing ever. But anyway, this whole video has basically been about they two. But let me know what you think in the comments. You're probably not going to watch this video if you've already watched this because I'm so behind, but it's reality TV season and I'm trying to catch up. So now I'm just going to watch episode 6 and I'll see you again like in an hour or two. Bye!